We need to talk about this Bitcoin price action. And I am not going to sugarcoat this. When I woke up this morning and I looked at the chart, I was filled with despair. And the question everybody's wondering right now is, are we going to lose the key support at 57K? And if we do, how low are we going to go? Make sure to stick around till the end of the video because we're going to be discussing exactly how I am currently trading this price action, my plans for the future, and my targets. So make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Let's start on a daily time frame. The two very important levels right now are, number one, going to be this previous low that we made back in the beginning of May at around $56.5 thousand. And the second very important level is up here, the value area low of the macro range. Why is the value area low of the macro range so important? Well, Bitcoin has been trading for about 130 days within this macro sideways range. And between the two blue lines here of this volume profile, this is what the market has considered to be fair value for Bitcoin. And what you want to see typically when you get a move below the fair value zone like we got back here, you want to see the market push the price back into that fair value zone, establishing the fact that yes, Bitcoin was undervalued and there needs to be a correction to the upside. However, when we lost this level and we started to get our bounce, you can see that as we came back up to that value area low, Val, this is a picture of Val. She rejected us. When we asked her on a date, Val, will you go out with me? Will you come back inside the fair value zone with your boy Jason Casper? She gave me the hand. She gave me the face. And she rejected us. And now, after the rejection, Bitcoin is currently making another lower low. Now, this is very intense, but if you've been following the channel, you know the value area low is a very important level. And if you're in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we gave the short setup from this macro value area low, understanding that yes, this starts as a local trade, but it has the potential to be a swing trade for a new macro low. And we got our confirmations at the setup. Shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord for taking this juicy short trade that you see right here on your screen from the setup we gave in the New York Open live stream. Now, as we come down to this level, there's two potentials. Potential number one, which exists, is a bit of a bullish scenario. What do I mean? Well, if we come down and we take the low from the 1st of May and we see the daily candle close back above this level, then there is a potential that we get a bit of a retracement to the upside from here. All right, as traders, even in bearish scenarios, we need to be prepared for a situation that would change the sentiment from bearish to bullish. And for me, that would be a dip down below this level and then a daily candle close back above the level. Why would that be bullish for me? And why would that change my bearish sentiment? Well, it's because when we look at the daily time frame, we are indeed printing bullish divergences as we come to these lows. When we go to the 4-hour time frame, we are in fact printing bullish divergences as we come to these lows. What that means to me is if we see a fake out of the bottom of this range and a reclaim with bullish divergences printing, that means at the very least, we can get ourselves a bit of a retracement here. Maybe back up to the top of this local range, maybe higher. But if we don't see those divergences, and if we don't get a fake out and we continue to the downside, then we need to discuss some bearish scenarios. Because if we go to the weekly time frame, we are in fact printing some bearish divergences at these highs. And if we start to close candles now below $57,000, these bearish divergences are going to look even more bearish. And when we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that we really don't have any support until first this weekly order block right here at around $51.7 thousand. And then we don't really have any other support until we come back down to the low 40s. These are the two supports we have if we start to break down from this range. And then the worst case scenario, in my opinion, is coming back down to retest this $31,000 level, which has been a very important support resistance flip going all the way back to about January of 2021. So these are the three targets to the downside that potentially, If we lose this very important support and don't get a fake out, but we close the daily candle below, we could see a very fast move back down, first to 51.7, then to 42K, and then potentially all the way back down to $31,000. Now, if we take a look at this as a macro range right here, we can see that if we lose the level that we are at right now, we could see a fast move back down into this fair value zone. Remember, when we're looking at fair value zones, if the price breaks out of the fair value zone and gets a back test, this is showing that the market wants to see Bitcoin at higher prices. But if we get a fake out of the fair value zone and then we come back inside of the fair value zone, the probabilities are higher than not that first we make our way down to the high volume node of that fair value zone in the mid 40s. And if we lose that, the probabilities are higher than not that we make our way back down toward the low of the range around those low 30s, high 20s. Now, I'm not trying to be ultra scary or ultra bearish. Do I think this is going to happen? No, I think first we're going to test this 52K level, and then we'll have to take it step by step, level by level. Right now, the saving hope for Bitcoin will be a fake out of the low that we made on May 1st with a reclaim, a nice bullish candle on the daily time frame, right? Let's say we come down here, even if it takes a few days, right? And then all of a sudden we start to see a bullish engulfing candle on the daily time frame. We come back inside of this area with confirmed bullish divergences. That would change my immediate bearish sentiment into a more short-term bullish sentiment. But if we see the price come down and hold below and fail to close the candle back above, then I'd say we could get another, let's see here, about another 8.5% to the downside. Best case scenario, getting a little bit more bearish here, we're looking at maybe another 25% move to the downside. And worst case, black swan event scenario, we come all the way back down to retest 40% move to the downside, this $31-ish thousand level right here, which, in my opinion, it would make for the best opportunity to buy Bitcoin, because since we broke out of that $30,000 level, everybody was waiting for the retest, which never happened because of all the ETF hype. This rejection right here, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people were expecting we were going to get a nice retest of this level before the big move to the upside. That never actually happened. So because of the ETF, things were very bullish based on sentiment. So now we might actually come down for that retest, which could give us the bounce to the cycle top, which I am still looking to happen in the beginning spring of 2025. So far, the bull market is still, in my opinion, intact here. We're still in an uptrend, and even a massive retest of 40% could still result in a bullish opportunity to come here and hit some higher targets. Now, you might be asking, Jason, what are your take profits on the short trades that you're in? Because I am in quite a few short trades. I'm in 3 short trades. Well, to be honest with you, fully transparent, I am not going to be taking profits on these short trades unless we hit some of these very low targets. And the reason for that is because, you know, right now I have about $300,000 worth of contracts in Bitcoin shorts altogether across my 4 short trades. And I also hold a lot of Bitcoin on spot. And so this is protecting me from more losses than necessary in the event of a massive move to the downside. So this is how I'm managing my trades. These are my targets. And if things change, I will keep you guys updated. If I start to see something that changes my sentiment, I will let you know. I will make a video update. So make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give the super juicy analysis every single day, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. If you want to trade Bitcoin, KYC free exchange, BLOFIN is the way to go. And if you want to trade with KYC, I'm trading on MEXC. Best deal on fees. If you can KYC, MEXC is definitely the way to go. All right, guys, that is it. May God bless everybody. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah, even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I will see everybody in the next video as Bitcoin is taking a massive dump. Peace!